Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, the housekeeping notes. All the product I'm using and all the dimensions will be listed below. There's a link to my online store if you wish to purchase any products and help support my channel. There's a link to our Facebook group. We'd love to have you join that. There is my email address if you have any questions. And finally, remember to like, share, and subscribe and help me grow in YouTube world. This is Sunrise Sailing, and this is a bundle. It has a stamp set, which is very pretty. And it has these wonderful dies. You can make ocean out of this, and there's birds and extra clouds, and make some little boats. And then there's this one, which we are going to be using, so I'm going to grab it out. And the other part of this bundle is an embossing folder. It is a 3D hybrid embossing folder. It is called Sunrise Sailing Hybrid Embossing Folder. And it is this. And we are going to be using this one. So, and this is the one that fits inside of there. Other things we're going to be using. We're not using a lot of other things. We are using another die set. We are using stylish shapes. We are using this one right here. And there is no other stamp sets or bundles. We're using just that. So what are we making? Well, we have some water trailing down an envelope. And we have our sailboat sailing. And it says best wishes on the inside. It's really a simple, nice card. So let's get started. I think we'll start with the stamping. So we need our envelope. I have more paper out here than I really need. I need an inside mat that is 4 by 5 1/4. And I need my die cut, which I have already die cut. Got something on it right here. And of course I have an extra just in case I mess up. So we will go over the other parts in a little bit. This is photopolymer, so I would recommend a stamping mat. You see I've been playing a little bit. So let's start with the inside. We're using 3 colors of blue. We are using Balmy Blue, Azure Afternoon, and Pool Party. So we're going to start with Pool Party. And there is this beautiful, it's hard to see on here. It's this right here. It's this water. We're doing that with Pool Party. And this is the inside of the card. And just going to stamp that along the bottom. Just like that. And then I believe, yeah, all the rest of the words and the other boat are going to be done in Azure Afternoon. So we have our, excuse me, dropping things everywhere. This is our big sailboat. And I can make sure it's all covered. I'm going to set it right on top of, but over to the side. Just like that. Nice, beautiful sailboat. We are going to say best wishes. This is a card you could use for anything. Okay. And so that's the inside of the card. We do need the ahoy. Ahoy. I'm not sure how they say that. Now I am going to stamp this over to the left because we're actually going to be cutting this off right here. Okay, so that I think is all of our stamping. The next thing we're going to need, oh no it's not, I fibbed. You could use any color blue. I'll use Balmy Blue on this one. And this is my, like, the trail in the way water. that I'm going to put on the front of this card. So I thought it was just really cool. Okay, so let me get these out of my way. What we're going to need now is our big cut and emboss machine. And we are going to need plates 1 and 4, because this is a hybrid. So what I need first is I need to emboss the base of my page. Well, we're going to use a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to line it up in here. And you notice it's going this way. And what I need to determine is how much clouds and how much water I want and where I want the spacing at. That looks about right to me. So that's what I picked right there. And then you're going to put it in folded side through. Now this we're not using the die with. We're just embossing. And then we end up with that. Next, we're going to take our sailboat, and on the side that has the stamping up, you're going to put it in here, and it just sort of clicks in. I mean, it's not going to stay in, but you can see where it goes if you can feel it. And you're going to put it in so it's the cut side up. And then I'm taking a piece of Azure Afternoon, and this piece is, fit my boat, was 3 by 3 1/2. So I'm not doing the whole page because I just want the boat. You need to put it in here, and you need to make sure you've totally covered that up. Close this, turn it over, and take a good look to make sure your boat is totally covered with that blue paper. And we'll put it back in the machine. And this time, we will have an embossed sailboat. And I'm done with this, so I'm going to scoot little Otto out of the way. And these plates. Whoa! As I throw things around the office. And when we open this up, we have a beautiful embossed blue boat. The deboss part's sort of pretty too, but I like the embossed side. And you could use this for something else. You could, you know, cut something or just use a piece for something. You know, it's whatever you like. Or you could do what I'm going to do. It's going in my filing system. Okay, the next thing we need to do is just white is blah. So we are going to be using Balmy Blue and Pool Party for this next step. I have 2 brushes. The one's a small one, one's a big one. It doesn't matter, whatever size brush you have. We're going to start with the Balmy Blue. And I'm getting some on my brush. And I'm going to dab off on my glass mat, either glass mat or, you know, something. Make sure you have no harsh bits. And I'm doing this very lightly. I am not pressing hard at all. And I'm not going over the boat. I'm just going up to the boat. If you get a little on the boat, it's not going to make any difference. Take a little of that off. I'm going down towards the water. I'm going to need a little more. Going right over the birds. See that? And I'm going across the top because this is our sky. And I think I want a little more blue. You can make this as blue as you want. Now, oop, I didn't tap off. Do you see what happened? I forgot, didn't tap off. I'll make our sky a little darker. Blend that out. I'm just going to keep on rubbing it and blending it out a little bit. If you don't want a blob, remember to tap off. I'm still not pressing very hard. I'm going right down to the water level. And I'm just going to go in just slightly right in between here. You're going to get some on the boat. It's not going to make any difference. That doesn't look too bad. About like that. It's whatever you want. It's your card. So that was the Balmy Blue. And I am going to wipe this Balmy Blue off my desk real fast before I break out the pool party. And I'm just going to start going over this. I'm not pressing hard at all. I need more ink. I just don't want any big blobs. And I'm just going in little circles. Switching direction, gets in different crevices. I need a little more. I think I'm making this one a little darker than the other one, but that's okay. I'm going to change something else on this card. A little more right there. Let's see if I can blend that up a little bit more. Just like that. And we're going to stop right there. I like that. Okay, so let's build this card. So we need our card base, which is Azure Afternoon. It's 8 inches by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and put my insides in first. It is a very fun set. And this one we're going to go ahead and glue down as well. Now, if you use tape, I'd recommend Seal Plus or Terran tape. If you just use regular seal, with all the embossing, chances are by the time your recipient gets it, it will be popped off because there's just not enough strength to hold it down. That's with any embossing. It just needs a stronger adhesive because it has a lot of air pockets and nothing sticks in them. So there's what we have so far. And now we need our ahoy. There's the boat. And like I said, I throw stuff over here all the time. And it's like, where does stuff go? So I want to put this down here. And I should have put it on here before I did that, and I know better. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut straight. As straight as I can. And we're going to line that up right there. Just like that. And it's going to go on with dimensionals, as is our sailboat. And make sure you have the right side of your sailboat. And we'll put some big ones down here. Another big one. This is embossed going on top of embossing. So this is embossed here, and this is embossed. So you want to make sure you use plenty of adhesive. So I'm putting a small one up in there, and another small one here. I don't know if a big one will fit down here or not. Yeah, right in the center it will. And I'll put a couple small ones, one on either side here. Or you could cut up on the sides of your dimensionals. So we'll put this here. About like that. And then we'll take all these dimensionals off and put our boat over the top of the other boat. Okay. And I'm going to pull this towards me a little bit so I can see where, and I'm not pushing down, I'm just lining up where all the boat pieces are. It is. And gently push that down. So that's basically our card. Now we need some bling on our card. And I used, these are the Opal rounds. They were in last year's catalog with the citrus. These carried over. And on the last card I used this one. But this time I'm going to use the dark blue. So I'm trying to see what I did for. I'm going to put a small one up right about here. I tried to put one on this, on the top here, with all the embossing and stuff. It just kept on flipping off. If I use tons of glue, it might work. And we'll put a big one. Now, see, it's embossed, so you want to stay off the embossing. So even that wasn't going to stick. And we'll put another small one down here by the ahoy. And that is my card. Very simple. Now this is the first one, which is a little lighter. So you can darken it up or you can keep it lighter, change and put darker. They look different. The same card, just one's much darker and one's much lighter. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and help me grow in YouTube world. Goodbye.